if in the last 1 decade there is one country with which India's relations have soared to new heights, then that tag can definitely be given to the Gulf nation of UAE, that is the United Arab Emirates. India's relations with UAE has reached to new heights and it continued to build from strength to strength. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha and in today's relation we will be discussing about the Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi's visit to UAE and what can be expected from this visit and what is special about it. So the points of discussion is first of all about the news, then PM Modi's plan of action, what all the Prime Minister will be doing, then about India-UAE relations, and in the end a mains practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is international relations. The news talks about PM Modi in Abu Dhabi, how India-UAE ties have gone from strength to strength under the Prime Minister. So first of all, let us look at the map of the United Arab Emirates. So UAE is a Gulf nation. It lies in the Arabian Peninsula and this is the location of UAE. So UAE shares its land boundary with Saudi Arabia and Oman, with these two countries. And then if we talk about, then UAE shares its northern boundary with the Persian Gulf. So it has, in north it has Persian Gulf, south is Saudi Arabia, and to its east it has Oman. So this is the map of UAE, that is the United Arab Emirates, and the famous town of Dubai also lies in UAE. So PM Modi is in UAE for visit. Then this will be his 7th visit to the UAE since 2015 and the 3rd in just 8 months. So before Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited UAE in the year 2015, before this, around for 2 to 2.5 decades, no Prime Minister has visited UAE. And in the last 1 decade, this is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 7th visit to UAE. So this tells a lot about how the relationship is growing. So if we talk about the plan of action of PM Modi in UAE, then it is, he will inaugurate the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi. So the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi is set for inauguration. Let me show you the picture. Okay, this is the picture of the BAPS temple to be inaugurated in Abu Dhabi, and it is made up of pink sandstone. Then this would be the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi, so a big point. Then it is slated to hold talks with President of UAE, that is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Then they will talk about further deepening, expanding and strengthening the strategic partnership between UAE and India. Then PM Modi will participate in the World Government Summit 2024 to be held in Dubai as the guest of honor. So he will be the guest of honor to the World Government Summit 2024. Then he will also give a speech to over 40,000 people living in UAE at a stadium event in Abu Dhabi's Zayed Sports City. So this is the plan of action of PM Modi in UAE visit: for inauguration of first Hindu temple, participation in the World Government Summit, then will be coming in contact with the 40,000 people, and then will be meeting the President of UAE. Now about the recent positive outcome in the India-UAE relation, and when we talk about recent, we will be covering the changes that has and the developments that has taken place in the last 3 to 4 years, because there are a lot of developments which has taken place between India and UAE, and this is one of the reasons that why the relationship between both countries have flourished and has gone from strength to strength. As if the Prime Minister of a country is visiting another country, 3 to 4 times, and in last 1 decade 7 times, then this tells itself the volume of cooperation both the countries are sharing. So in the year 2022, UAE and India signed a CEPA, that is Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, and after the signing of the CEPA, the trade between India and UAE has flourished to new heights, and the economic partnership has also gone well. Then in the year 2023, the local currency settlement system was agreed upon, and this was to promote Indian currency rupee and UAE currency dirham for cross-border transactions. And this local currency settlement is also one of the biggest development that has taken place between India and UAE in the recent past. And the UPI of India is also working in UAE, because now if the cross-border transactions can take place in rupee and dirham, this is a very, very big step to promote the concept of the internationalization of rupee, because to make the rupee international, to make rupee international and work in other countries so that other countries also accept rupee, this tells us the strength of India on the global stage, and also talking about the concept of increasing significance of rupee in the global market. Then in the year 2023, expansion of the BRICS grouping to include the key Gulf nation. So the BRICS grouping has also expanded, and UAE has become a member of it, and this with UAE, other Gulf nations are also becoming a part of it, be it Saudi Arabia. And this tells us that the major oil producers and major oil suppliers are now a part of BRICS grouping, and with this, the relationship between the BRICS countries will enhance even further, and this can be a very big positive for India with regard to India's dependence on crude oil, as India imports majority of its crude oil. So if the oil producing and oil exporting nations both are under the BRICS grouping, so this will be a big positive for India. Then the India-Middle East Economic Corridor during the G20 summit. So the India-Middle East Economic Corridor will also work towards joining of India with the Middle East and also with the Europe, and UAE has a role to play because the port of UAE will be a main factor in the India-Middle East Economic Corridor. Then PM Modi visited Dubai for COP28. So the COP28 took place in Dubai recently, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited it. Then India and the UAE signed a deal to explore the establishment of grid connectivity. Now grid connectivity is also a project which is going on between India and UAE at a very rapid pace. And then UAE President addressed the 10th edition of the Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2024 and also signed many MOUs with India, which talks on investment cooperation in renewable energy, and renewable energy is a topic which is going on as of now because it is about the sustainability of the globe. Then innovative healthcare project after the COVID-19. Healthcare is the topic which every country wants to discuss. Cooperation on food park development and on creating sustainable, green and efficient ports, because more and more development of port will lead to increased trade between nations. Then each other's top trading partners. Then India and UAE are emerging as the top trading partners with each other, and the bilateral trade of about 85 billion in 2022-23. So the bilateral trade, it means the trade between two countries, that is India and UAE, in the year 2022-2023 has been about 85 billion, and it is increasing at a very rapid pace. So very soon it will be reaching the 100 billion mark. UAE is also among the top 4 investors in India with regard to the FDI, that is the foreign direct investment, and this tells that how much UAE also wants to invest in India and how much UAE values India and how UAE is also seeing India as a good market and a future market. Then UAE is also home to around 3.5 million Indians, as we all know, that India receives the maximum amount of remittance with regard to the whole world, and there is a huge difference between India being on top and the second country, which is second country keeps on changing, but it can be China. So huge difference, and majority of the people who are going out and representing India, the India has a huge diaspora outside which are sending money back to India. So that remittance is what also brings India at the highest position when it comes to about the bilateral trade between two countries and with other country. So this is the temple, the Hindu temple which the PM Modi will be inaugurating. And in the end, a mains practice question, and you people need to write it down and do your answer writing practice. It is for 10 marks. In the context of India-UAE relations, critically analyze the strategic, economic and cultural dimensions, emphasizing recent developments and future prospects. And the command given here is critically analyze. It means you have to talk about the pros and the cons both, and with regard to the recent development, and the points we have discussed was with regard to the recent developments. So do your answer writing practice, write down the basics, and that's what you have to do when you write and when you practice your answers. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.